Cause like, I look at a team like the 76ers, and like, they were unbeatable at home, but once they went onto the road, they were garbage. So since it's technically like a neutral site game, is it just gonna balance out?
Not like a media analyst, I don't know.
Probably right.
You look like you could.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. You look at LaMarcus Aldridge and all that he's been able to do in his career. While he might not be the best power forward in the game, he's certainly top 3. What do you think, Ken?
Well, on certain nights, he's the best. You know, he does things and has a skill set that's a nightmare matchup. A lot of guys can't do that. 2010 is just a regularity for him, but the way he gets it, you know, the true power forward of the golden era when they used to shoot on the baseline, that was him, and he does that.
You know, his favorite shot was the pick and pop around the free throw line area, but he's added a three-point to his game and now can step back, stretch out the defense. Stretch 4 to what he is now.
Can you imagine if you had added a three-pointer to your game, Shaq?
I didn't need it, Ernie.
But can you imagine if you had added a three-pointer to
Didn't
your
need
game?
it, Ernie.
But can you imagine if you had?
Didn't need it, Ernie.
Is this going to
Kenny,
be
Kenny, can you imagine if he had added that to his game?
He didn't need it, Ernie. He did.
They're just trolling Ernie. That's funny. Alright, well, facing the Timberwolves, their starting lineup is Zach LaVine, Kevin Martin, Darrell Wright, Amir Johnson, and Karl Anthony Towns. I'm guarding Kevin Martin. Oh yeah, he's the guy who shot from the hip on his shots, and it was a really weird looking thing. And I am 1 possession in the game, and I already blocked him. Oh, and then Tim Duncan blocks. Okay. Yeah, pick and pop, Aldridge. Okay, just. I'm already hot on defense, and I literally just did nothing but block a shot. And Kawhi is always running down the court, dude.
Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Tony Parker, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now here's Barnes. 29 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Cutting the screen. First quarter, just over a minute played. LaVine kicks to Towns. Good for the basket.
Oh wow, Tim Duncan just got turned into instead of the big fundamental, he turned into the big dumb-demental.
Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
What?
That's what I see you did there.
I see what you did there.
Because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically.
Oh, Dwight!
And how they were able to dismantle that defense. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand?
I said pick and pop, but like he cut to the basket. So did he really pop? No, he did not. He would have had a wide open mid range. Sometimes the AI in this game is really low IQ.
Aldridge with a screen on Martin. Barnes dishes to Aldridge.
There you go, Aldridge. And Aldridge just missed a wide open like 8-footer.
For missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted.
Is it Darrell Wright just banging threes on us, dude? Who even is Darrell Wright?
How in the world
You don't know who that is? I know who that is.
I know who it is, but he wasn't good.
Screen by Duncan. Barnes passes to Leonard. Back to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Barnes has got 5 now. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
So it's San Antonio now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Lets it go from 11. That doesn't go either for Aldridge. Timberwolves leading by 4. Martin dishes to Levine. Back to Martin. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Oh, I didn't need to do that. I had a wide open layup and I asked it, and for some reason I decided to do a spin.
Baseline jumper. Here's Johnson.
And Amir Johnson is out rebounding Tim Duncan. Yeah, please call a timeout. It's too quiet. I need to change the audio up, but there we go.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. And with the pause here, how about the stats for Barnes? First in free throw percentage, 5th in scoring, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing.
I mean, the top 10 in blocks is a small forward. Get on my level.
Doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball
Top
in his
10
hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Darrell Wright. And San Antonio with the change here.
I tapped square and okay, I made it.
Here's Levine. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Kicks it to Muhammad. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Dude, why are you complaining? You obviously tipped that out last.
That wasn't a steal.
Oh my god, I got subbed out and now we're losing by 13 to the Timberwolves.
By 13. Martin out on the way with Muhammad.
I was on the bench for 5 minutes and we didn't score.
Jones in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. That's good.
And Nikola Pekovic is making heavily contested mid-ranges.
The second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers.
Ooh, pick and roll, Kawhi.
He ended with 29 points and was just an absolute force inside on defense, batting away shots every second he was on the floor. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance.
Was that not a contest?
And for us, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's Muhammad. Hangs in midair.
Okay, I didn't know Shabazz Muhammad was the best layuper of all time.
The Timberwolves lead by 17. Leonard sets a screen for Parker. Duncan, a screen. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns comes in for Nikola Pekovic.
Oh, that's Tim Duncan. I was like, why is he not shooting it?
6 to shoot. Barnes with it. Now Garnett defending. It's stolen.
Okay, I forgot that the help defense on this game is insane. They leave the corners wide open.
Garnett the pass to Towns. Jones kicks to Towns. To the left wing. And Martin now top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. Cannot hit. And the Spurs going the other way now. Parker kicks to Green. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Barnes against Garnett. Got a piece of it. Outside Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And it's Martin missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those
Dude, why
down
does it...
when he is that open.
There's the pass to Barnes. Pass to Duncan. Back to Barnes. And the call will be against Kevin Martin. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Spurs second.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
There's the screen. Martin dishes to Jones. Johnson the screen. Towns the pass to Martin. Shot to stop the drought. Connects. The jumper drops. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter. Spurs trail by 15. It's off his foot. And the officials saying it was kicked. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ginobili's checked in. Here's Leonard. Last time out he had 13 points. Parker outside. Shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. Kevin Martin with...
Okay. Turning on plays off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Levine. That 3 off the mark. Spurs trail by 15. Outside, Ginobili. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Levine, covered by Parker. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
He kicks it to Duncan. From down low, Minnesota with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Martin. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
We're losing by 20 to the Timberwolves. We've scored 16 points in the first half.
He's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Nobody near Leonard. Once again off.
What are we shooting? We have to be shooting less than 35%. Yeah, we're shooting 29%.
Mark by San Antonio. Timberwolves leading by 19. Levine kicks to Johnson. To the paint. Takes it from 10. Levine can't hit.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Left side, Leonard. It's tipped.
I mean, you can't do anything when there's no spacing. Like, the AIs in this game don't understand how simple spacing works.
He's covered by Ginobili. A wide open look here for Wright.
Or simple switching either.
Wright's got his second bucket tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats.
We're losing by 22, dude.
And it's been about their
To a garbage Timberwolves team.
pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Johnson. And Shabazz.
And here we go with the BS mid-ranges again,
Another bucket in
dude.
the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Barnes dishes to Spates. Back to Barnes.
So far in the game for Barnes, he has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, Kyle, we scored 18 points in the first half in 8-minute quarters.
Left in the first half. Levine kicks to Muhammad.
Nice.
Looking for Pekovic. He gets it.
I'm very right now.
Not enough on that one as it misses. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Nobody near Barnes.
I got a bad release on that.
Spates makes it off the glass.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Levine. Here's Pekovic. And he banks in the layup.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And here is Barnes. Aldridge wide open. He fires. The 19-footer is on the money.
That wasn't an assist because he shot 35 pump fakes and then didn't shoot the ball.
He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And so a pretty lot.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Freak really making a difference here.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense.
Oh, wow, that was a
He
dead-eye
not
make.
wasteful with his opportunities, and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Barnes in at 2 guard. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. And it's Martin missing. Spurs trail by 17. Now here's Barnes. Outside Aldridge. Leonard, that's for 2. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third. Timberwolves leading by 15. Levine kicks to right. To the wing on the left. Fires for three. Levine can't hit.
Move it. Move it.
Spurs shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Barnes with it. Now right defending. Barnes passes to Aldridge. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And right, here we go. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Wright's got his third basket of the night. Spurs trail by 17. Parker off the pick from Barnes. Off the pick. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Martin, and again it's Minnesota.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. He's around 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there.
I was wide open. And then they call time it.
Toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe
how is that a foul?
This will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not
I guess I can't do
soft
passing
foul
lane
he had to
steals,
get through,
dude.
Greg. I mean, he had to really
Every
power
time
that
I
one up
reach,
and in.
I either get a BS animation that doesn't let me get the steal,
Parker dishes to Barnes.
or afterwards they get a wide open shot.
Johnson over to help. Barnes kicks to Aldridge. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Aldridge has got 6.
I'm not going for passing
3
lane
of 4
steals.
here to start the half.
Here's the screen. Johnson the screen. 3-pointer right. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. The feed to Duncan. And so he earns a trip to the line.
I didn't even see Tony Parker that wide open.
He'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see.
Looks like we're struggling to make free throws. Oh, the gap's down to 11.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. And Muhammad kicks to Johnson. And Barnes comes to help. Now here's Muhammad, covered by Mills. Pekovic passes to Johnson, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Levine's checked in for Jang. Just 5 on the clock. Muhammad dishes to right. The basket drops, and he gets...
How much points does Darrell Wright have? It's 10. Wow, there's one.
Fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
There was one season where Darrell Wright averaged like 17 a game, but he played 38 minutes a game. So it's like, is that even really that good?
With the pass.
Boy, a good night so far for Wright. He's got 11 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Nice work.
He made that, dude. What?
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Here's Levine. 6 points for him. Feeds it to Muhammad. Little turnaround. No luck.
Oh, we got the gap down to 11.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Minnesota leading by 11. They've got Nikola Pekovic. Darrell Wright is out there with Garnett. Then there's Muhammad. And it's Levine in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Muhammad. He's covered by Ginobili. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Martin's checked in. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Patty Mills.
Oh, he shot that?
Aldridge can't get it to go.
What is with these AI shot selection, dude?
As jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Parker with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Parker's running. And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Martin. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Boy, he's just tangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Barnes kicks to Aldridge. Back to Barnes. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Barnes. Ball's not
Dude,
loose.
stop rolling to the basket when I say pop.
Timberwolves on the break. Outside Martin. Out to the wing. Here's Levine. That 3 off the mark.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Good.
Yeah, good looking bounce pass to set up that one.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside Martin. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Duncan with the screen for Barnes. So the
I'll take
whistle
it.
blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Zhang comes in for Kevin Garnett. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for San Antonio. Zhang with a screen on Parker. Poked loose and stolen by Barnes. Always going up for the alley-oop.
Hey!
Pathetic alley-oop jam.
Threw me a lob.
Really hard to
That's like my
decide
first lob of my
which
career.
was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Parker outside. The dish now to Barnes. Aldridge a screen. And stolen by Zhang. Now Martin passes it to Levine. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Martin goes in. The shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last.
Oh, that
of their
works.
homestand. And that one's good. Parker.
I got a turnover for sure.
Gotta happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's
Oh, we got
been
double squares on
hesitant
defense. Let's
to pull
go.
the trigger.
Lets it go from 11. Levine can't hit.
And I got a
Quite
double-double.
surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pit.
Hey, Aldridge.
And now just
It's,
a
oh, that was Tim
5-point
Duncan.
Timberwolves lead.
That's their
I don't know why I
third
keep getting them
straight
mixed up.
makeoff and assist.
Great ball movement.
Leonard
Oh, Kawhi with the steal.
Here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Good.
And he makes the layup. From 19 down, the Spurs are within 3.
Really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
Here's Muhammad. Barnes grabs
Muhammad misses. The Spurs. Here come the Spurs. Leonard, mid-range. Oh, he missed it.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Now here's Muhammad. He's covered closely. Chang, the pass to Levine. 14 feet away, and he gets the jumper to
And then Levine makes like a fadeaway mid-range. There goes all the momentum.
He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Parker off the pick from Barnes. Parker dishes to Barnes.
And I just missed like an A- three-pointer wide open. Okay.
Martin kicks to Zhang. He feeds it to Muhammad. Baseline J on the way.
Town just did a Harlem Shake on Tim Duncan, and made it.
7-point Timberwolves lead. Minnesota making some changes. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jang, and Terrell Wright has subbed in for Muhammad. Parker passes to Barnes, screened by Duncan. Barnes kicks to Duncan, and he sinks the
Good shot, Duncan.
off the strong pick.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Barnes against Martin. And
Wow.
He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Here's Duncan, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop.
What the? Tim Duncan, what are you doing? He got the ball. He got a rebound off of a free throw, and then took a contested mid-range and got blocked.
Right with it.
When there was like 5 other people wide open.
Leonard with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Leonard with the ball. They get it again.
And then he just butchered a wide open layup, so we lost.
Here's Martin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
We've seen Kevin Martin getting it done. He's got 19 points. He has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Parker dishes to Barnes. Played in with a nice touch.
Wow, I made a layup.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Levine. Shot clock at 5. From 13. Excellent D there from Parker. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Greg, you think it's over?
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It's a done deal. Forget about it.
It might be.
Yeah, that's it. Tony Parker missed a wide open 3. He missed like so many wide open shots off my passes. Finished with an A+ teammate grade. Lead the game in total defensive rebounds. I did my job. I did pretty good. We just couldn't. Like, we shot 40%. They shot 47. We shot 19% from 3. I got defensive crasher badge. What you doing, Kyan?
On my phone.
It do be like that when it do be like that, and it really do like that. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? You're gonna die. What the fuck? Report. What your boy on the report? God, what you get? What you get? Is it like 5,000 to upgrade each badge? Level of concern. You walk by like you never heard. You can bring down my level of concern. Need you to tell me we're alright. Tell me we're panic on the brain. Michael's gone insane. Do research to make me know. I can't help it, they haven't heard this way. Okay. I know this Aldridge is good. It's just way too fast. Like, I don't like it. And I'll just do a quick Lillard release. Okay, who are we facing next? The Denver Nuggets.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade.
Oh wow, I dunked that.
The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Ben McLemore is out there with
Freak
Vasquez.
for
And Freeman at the 5 down
three.
low.
Oh, voice crack.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. McLemore inside the line. And that one comes up a bit short. And he jams it with authority.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
Yeah.
talk that was, guy. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him.
Maurice Spates.
And both free throws good for Spates.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Vasquez kicks to Fareed. There's a good screen. Pass to Freeman. Back to Fareed. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Now here's Barnes, guarded by McLemore. Spates sets a screen. Feeds to Barnes. Inside, here's Aldridge. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's McLemore. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Here's Freeman. That's good from 17 feet away.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
On defense, the Nuggets, they trail by 1. And Parker, here we go.
Really, Tony Parker? I was wide open.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night,
Oh my.
they got up in
Oh
their
wow, I just
own
got
way.
baited.
Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They set the pick. And there's the pass to Freeman. Chandler outside. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Fareed. Tries from 10. Fareed missing again. Spurs leading by 4. Nobody near Leonard. And
Yeah,
it's good
Kawhi.
off the back rim and
That's a good
in.
start.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Dishes it to Chandler. And easy 2 points on the layup. Chandler's got his first points of the game.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Parker dishes to Barnes. And it's good on the assist by
That was a tough
Parker.
layup I just made.
And it's 7 points for Freak.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Vasquez. He had 13 points in the win against Atlanta.
Yeah. Out on the floor. Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up, the Spurs Big Team.
And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards.
Yeah, lead the league in blocks per game as a small forward. Let's go. By more than a block a game. I'm just scouted.
Testing the shots down low, but he can come flying in from the wing to block shots.
Yeah,
That's
sure,
a
whatever.
specialty of his. We call it the rear view challenge.
What do you mean, yeah, sure,
Coming from the
whatever?
weak side, he catches so many shooters by surprise, coming in to provide defensive help.
Okay, that was a
at
bad
the
shot.
right time and
Go to my
denying
booty
shots.
hole.
Now
Your
here's
booty
Vasquez
hole.
Following the miss by Freak.
Kind. That's kind of gay.
Chandler outside.
How is it 244, bro?
Really? It's
So
244.
far.
A good
Wow.
open look, and he splashes home the 3.
2, 3. Go
Parker up
Spurs,
top,
go.
guarded by Vasquez.
He shot that.
Parker's shot is
Oh
off.
my God,
And
Parker.
that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just
Somebody join
get
my
easy
stream at
baskets.
244.
He's always going to make you work for it.
Now here's Hickson. Taking a look at his stats.
What a soldier.
Around
What the-
1.5 points a game.
Yo!
That gives them the lead.
Whoever that was just
7
got
points
spin
for
cycled
Wilson
so
Chandler.
hard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside.
That was an illegal
and
screen. I
getting
totally
good
moved my left
shots
stick.
from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Duncan. Wilson Chandler making his last shot.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot.
What is with
that
these
time.
AIs taking the most dumb shots?
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong in it together.
Yeah, the
Bucket.
ball movement has been terrific, and they
Dude, we were winning like, yeah, we were winning
off
11 to
balance. The D
5, and
just
now we're
sagged
just
off just
taking
enough,
dumb shot after
and
dumb
no
shot.
hesitation on his part.
Parker off the pick from Barnes. Parker passes to Aldridge. Again,
And now we're
the miss
missing
by
wide
the
open
Spurs.
shots.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
McLemore with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Screen by Fareed. Left side Chandler. Down low. Here's Hickson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix
Like,
that
dude.
inability at the free throw line.
Here's what
Valid
Denver's going
command.
with right now. Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Reed. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler.
Wow.
And Barton subbed in for
That was a
McLemore.
bad release.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
By himself, and it's Barnes sliding it down.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
And stolen by Barnes. For the finish. Offensive
I missed
rebound.
that.
Here's Ginobili.
Okay, thanks for saving me, Ginobili.
Ginobili's got his first basket of the night.
Be the
Ginobili!
focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far.
Ginobili.
They've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Bounces high off the rim
that.
and drops. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing
That was a
downhill.
bad shot.
Coaches say that all the time.
Almost made it.
Play downhill. Well, at some point you think
I
somebody's
complained about
gotta
bad shot
cool
selection,
off
but then I
in
take
this one,
that.
Right?
Now here's Vasquez. Following the miss by Freak. Gallinari with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Gallinari with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Shoots from the high post.
Those
Some
clamps.
solid defense from Barnes. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. And he hits the jump shot.
Good shot.
The Spurs lead by 2. And there's the feed to Gallinari.
That's in.
The shot's good.
He just blew right
Vasquez
by
making
me.
the play. Gallinari's got his 2nd bucket tonight. And the San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Monarch,
Attack and find the open.
there's a lot to be said for is here for the Spurs.
Wow, they put me on the
Barnes
bench for a
comes in
long
Manu
time.
Ginobili. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Big group substitution here for Denver. So on the floor for Denver, Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. McLemore is out there with Will Barton. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Foul.
Fareed has been a handful. 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Both free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. Spurs trail by 5. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves put on a show. He dropped in 24 points and was his usual self on
Had
the
an A
glass,
chance to make that.
grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Another strong showing from him in what has become a habit.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can
Yeah, take that
increase
Kawhi.
your
Good stuff.
stamina and endurance.
Gotta make that, though.
I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
McLemore dishes to Barton.
Should I make another Zen build with a rim takeover?
Another one?
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets.
How many builds you gonna make? You're about to run out of space.
Yeah, no, if I have more than the space left. I deleted one of my builds too.
Oh. Which one was it?
So, it was like a 76 overall play shot. We'll play takeover, but I already have a play shot. I just made 2 because I want to play the takeover. But I was like, ah, fuck, I don't care. Alright, Chris, so I'm getting off.
You're getting off?
Yeah.
Alright, sir. Good night. Or good morning, at least.
Alright, but tomorrow.
Yep.
It's tomorrow, Chris. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. It's tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
What they depend on, his killer
But blow the mic.
Anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Steph Parker.
He's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Denver leading by 4. Here's Barton. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Parker outside. He kicks it to Duncan. To the middle. Here's Barnes.
I didn't.
That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. And that's now 17 points for Barnes.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Chandler goes in. The dive for the ball. And stolen by Barnes. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Passes it to Blatch. That's a 2 from Parker. Another miss by Parker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Barton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 1, the Spurs.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they play.
All free throws good from Barton. And the Spurs with possession here. 7-point differential. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And the shot is good.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 7th in rebounding, 8th in second chance points. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10. And it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
And 1:01 left in the second quarter. They set the screen. Barnes sets a screen for Parker. Parker with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Chandler with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Chandler kicks to Barton. Four on the clock. He feeds it to McLemore. For the three, Chandler. Rebound, San Antonio. Barnes has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Green dishes to Barnes. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Barnes hits them both. Here's Vasquez. He has 5. Pass to Freeman. With 1 on the clock and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Milt. And so it's a close game as
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
I think we're still upbeat.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Barnes, he's in at shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Tony Parker, and it's Spates in at the 5 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Spurs passing it around. And that one's good, Barnes.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. For the lead, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Freeman, powered down with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Spates sets a screen for Barnes. The shot by Spates, nobody around. Can't capitalize on the good screen.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass. It hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, but over a full game, I like their energy, and if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch. Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Parker kicks to Barnes. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard's got the ball. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Parker's got his second basket of the night. The Nuggets trail by 5. Chandler outside. Kicks it to McLemore. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Martin comes in for Wilson Chandler. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Martin with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. He dishes it to Vasquez. Hickson a screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Barton. Up off this wall.
Oh my.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Vasquez with it. He's picked up by Parker. Hickson a screen on Parker. Vasquez kicks to Fareed. 4 on the shot clock. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And J.J. Hickson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. And a switcher also for Denver. Gallinari, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. Shoots from 12. That's good. Duncan's got his first basket.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Barton kicks to Gallinari.
Okay.
All alone. And he gets the bucket.
There was no point in me hitting squares, so I guess that's my
And
fault.
so it's San Antonio with it. 3-point lead. Mills gets the screen from Barnes. And Mills kicks to Barnes.
Of course I missed when I'm wide open.
Second chance shot. Mills can't hit. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And stolen by Barnes. Mills in the corner. Feeds it to Aldridge. Right side Green. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I injured him with that screen. That's crazy.
Vasquez kicks to Fareed. Can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Now the pass to Barnes. Barnes sets a screen for Green. Back to Barnes. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in lowest turnovers a game. First in opponent points per game. And they're the 3rd-ranked team in free throw percentage. A number of players on that team are very comfortable and capable at the foul line.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Vasquez kicks to Hickson. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Vasquez has got 3 assists tonight. Spurs leading by 3. And here's Mills. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Nuggets trail by 3. Time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Denver was able to give me some information. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. Losing a player like him is a big blow to this team who lean on him to do so much. Someone else will have to step up, Kevin.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
The finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, Moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that one's good. Gallinari's got 8 points.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
San Antonio leading. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Screen by Duncan. Barnes passes to Duncan. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Duncan's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Boy, Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
There's a good screen. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And that one's good. Barnes.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Now here's Vasquez. He has 5. It's tipped. Here's Ginobili. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ginobili's got 6.
No doubt.
This is a tremendous third quarter for us. And I mean a tremendous third quarter.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. Barnes, he's checked in for Mono.
Oh, we're winning by 10.
Denver
Yeah, that swing at the end really did change things.
And he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Evans comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Gallinari in for Ben McLemore. So on the floor for Denver. Vasquez out there with Gallinari. Then there's Evans. Then there's Hickson. And it's Freeman in at the center. Now here's Vasquez. Covered by Parker. Vasquez passes to Freeman.
Oh my, how was that on a flagrant?
He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Denver making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Spurs leading by 11. To the left side wing. Nobody near Barnes. Here's Leonard.
What's up, Kawhi?
Uses the glass to finish the lane. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs.
Oh wow, he had a wide open range. I didn't think he was gonna be that wide open.
Outside Leonard launches it. Cannot hit. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
They set the pick. Vasquez passes to Freeman. Lets it go from 11.
Good D.
And it's Spates with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
A 3 from Leonard. That is
What's up,
good.
Kawhi?
And the Spurs lead by 15.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
So it's the Spurs now. Here's Barnes. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Got 40.
Parker's got his 7th assist in the game. The Nuggets trail by 15. Now Vasquez. Here's Freeman. San Antonio with the rebound. Spates has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Back to Parker. Dishes to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Barnes kicks to Aldridge. Can't get it to go. Evans with some nice D.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Yeah, that's about the only thing, because not a whole lot else going right for him thus far.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shot.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And just bulldozing
This
their
is a
way
heck of a
through
win.
this season series. The victory
I had
here
almost half the
tonight
points, though.
makes it 3-0 for the year, with 1 game left to play against the Nuggets.
We beat the
And when
Nuggets
you look back at this
3-0.
one, what an amazing performance this
Or
was.
3-0 so far.
It affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals.
Yeah, that's
and
it for the
extra
game.
possessions.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
Good win. 1060. Wish I got more. I had a bigger salary.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy.
Yeah, that third
offense,
quarter I did do
he
really
was
good.
The firepower. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
It was a great win. The manimal. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to decline it. I don't have enough points to make this purchase. Can you not upgrade any badges? That's so BS. Only have 4 more upgrades to go. Do I want to look at anything else? Look at my player card. Does it cost a lot to like upgrade badges? Or is it just that you just can't upgrade them in general? Probably have hotspots. Alright, well that'll do it for this stream, guys. Thanks for watching.